Alright, so earlier today I took this skateboard here to go practice just getting used to my skateboard again, since the last time I used this thing was like probably about 3 years ago. Very long time. I was like in freshman year when I rode on this thing last time, I'm pretty sure. And back then, I'll admit, I was kind of a fucking poser. Like you see these scratch marks here, and up there, and right here. I intentionally rubbed my board up against like up against a curb to make it look like I knew how to grind when I don't know how to grind. I never knew how to. I just wanted to look cool back then, low-key, and I didn't have a whole lot of passion about it at that time because I was honestly in a very rough shape and I was very unmotivated to actually practice using this thing. It's not necessarily like that anymore. Where my confidence is still gone, I still have motivation to try actually figuring this out. I have a feeling back then and right now, I'm making it look way harder than it actually is. And honestly, I feel like I'm making it harder on myself because I'm constantly telling myself that I won't be able to get this done. I think I will. So I'm actually going to start documenting my practice with my board.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is what's called a kick turn, and the only reason I'm doing this is because I don't really have a whole lot of space since I'm tucked back in this driveway that I am kind of sort of forced to be in since it's dark out, and I didn't want to go out a little later today because I was not feeling very confident going out and having people see me fuck up. So I'm doing it out in my driveway in the dead of night. Um, this is also where this is also like the only place in my area that has the smoothest pavement. So yeah, it is a way to get comfortable on my board. Um, it's not the best way to get comfortable on my board, but from what I've kind of learned through these Instagram tutorials is that I should start doing the small stuff, like a kick turn. Eventually, once I get super comfortable with my board, I can push and kick turn and all that without any problems. I will attempt to do a pop shove it or a shove it, um, which is something I am a little bit hesitant to do, but I'm going to try doing it once I get more comfortable. And yeah. If you couldn't already tell, my trucks are way too tight. I, for some reason, tightened these trucks like extremely tightly when I was younger. I don't know why I did that. I guess I wanted to have less control, but when when I eventually find the right tool, I will loosen them because man, it is kind of hard to do stuff when your trucks are tight as hell. Yeah, not not fun. Another thing is I was having a lot of issues turning to my left, mainly because, left isn't necessarily my dominant direction. I write with my right hand. Uh, I don't know. I cook with my right hand. I use my phone with my right hand. I record with my right hand. I use my right hand with literally everything. Pause, but but it's very hard to get used to doing stuff going left. I guess is the word. I don't know. So turning left is very hard for me because my body, whenever I try to turn left, wants to go forward to balance. But what I need to be doing is staying straight so that way I can keep balance and, turn left. But I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm assuming it's something I have to get used to. Uh, I'm pretty sure I will get used to it over time. It's probably going to take a long time, but uh, when I do, it's probably going to be really cool.
Ah. Hold on. I'm gonna try, not exactly a manual. I'm just gonna be kind of balancing on two wheels. So I guess it's like a manual, but not really a manual. But I'm gonna try doing it. Ah. Can't quite get it down, but I've seen a lot of people do that to practice manuals, I guess. So I'll try doing that once I get better, once I get more comfortable on my board. Because right now, just standing on this thing is a little bit nerve-wracking. Didn't used to be this way, by the way. At some point I was actually very comfortable being on this board. And I was actually very good at balancing on it. It's just, I've just fallen on this thing so many times, trying to do tricks and stuff, that low-key, I'm kind of like afraid to even try, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because a lot of people in my life have told me the more you don't try, the more you won't ever really get something done. So I'm gonna keep getting this shit keep trying to do this shit done. First I'm gonna have to get used to being on this board.
So I'm gonna speed this part up because I kind of just sit there not talking or doing anything, just repeating the same thing over and over. And since I don't want to bore y'all to death, I'll just speed it up for y'all. Yeah.
I finally went more than 25 degrees doing that turn. Took me way too fucking long to do that. Still can't do it consistently yet. Still trying to, but I still can't get it done consistently. I'm low-key pretty tired, and it's hot as balls out here, so I'm like drenched in sweat. So, I think I'm gonna call it here. Actually, I should pick this up. Yeah, I only got 32 seconds left. I'm gonna call it here, and I'll try doing this tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll actually get it done. Like this board right here, I got, I think about half a year ago, because half a year ago I actually wanted to learn how to skate, and well, I guess I got demotivated again and decided not to. This time I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously this board is missing grip tape, trucks, bearings, wheels, where I do have trucks with wheels on them. On this one, this is kind of like a cheap board. From what I can assume, I got this board way back in middle school, by the way, but I'm pretty sure my mom back in like middle school got this board for me. I think she got it off of Amazon for like $100, which, you know, I didn't really care about back then, but now it's kind of like, it's something to learn on, but it definitely is not something I want to be using for a while. This right here will be, I guess, semi-temporary until I can get this one grip tape and wheels. But until then, I guess I won't really be doing anything too crazy. But I'm going to be practicing this again, so I'm going to document it. I'm going to be documenting myself practicing again because I have a big passion for skateboarding. I've always loved skateboarding. I always thought it was the coolest fucking shit ever. I've always wanted to be able to do it. It's just I was always like way too scared to look stupid in front of people. And nowadays I've come to realize you need to look stupid to get better. So despite how dumb I look, putting my feet in the wrong positions, and doing things not the right way, mall grabbing, over time, I believe I'll eventually get this stuff down. I have watched many videos about skating and what to do. A lot of Instagram tutorials are saved for just this occasion, so anytime I do use a tutorial or whatever, I will make sure to give credits and show what I looked at. How much time left is on this thing? 16 minutes. Okay, good. One thing I want to talk about real quick is, if it isn't obvious by the way I talk and kind of nervously look around, I do not have a whole lot of friends, especially skater friends. I don't think I have a single friend that skateboards, professionally anyway. So it's not like I can go to them for help, because I don't have any friends that skateboard. So yeah. But I have been reaching out a little bit on my Instagram. Hopefully somebody sees it and is like, I skate too, let me teach you a couple things, or something. Someone around my town that I can like go visit with, maybe go to the skate park with, where I can practice drop-ins whenever I get more comfortable on this thing. I need to practice drop-ins, so that's what I'm trying to do. But when that happens, that's what I'm probably going to be doing. But until then, I'm probably going to be stuck here doing whatever I can. Drop-ins and grinding is definitely something that is going to have to wait until I get a car, or until I get, and possibly until I get a friend that is pretty good at skateboarding to teach me how to do these things. Because I learn better off of people being there with me. Low-key. I learn better when someone is there to tell me, hey, you're not doing this right, adjust yourself a little bit, there you go. Like, that's what I need, I'm pretty sure. So if you live, if you know who I am, if you go to my school, if you live around my town, you know how to skateboard, and feel like teaching a beginner how to do this the right way, I would appreciate that, like, heavy. Just know, if I seem a little weird, that's kind of sort of not my fault. I'm not very good at talking to people in person. It's easier for me to talk to people through like Instagram, Discord, text messages, whatever. So yeah, my bad if I creep a couple people out if they ever do actually like see this. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this thing off. It's got a limited battery and stuff, so yeah. This thing's neat, by the way. I'll probably make, if I ever get good at skating, I'll put like a fisheye lens on this bitch and make some cool ass skate videos or something. Yeah.